You just got coconut mauled. Share this with all your friends to totally coconut maul them.
Yo. Hello. This isn't the scheduled Arma stream. We're not actually playing Arma right this second. We are going to be playing that at 6 p.m. PST with Yuki. But for now, I kind of wanted to go back to a couple of games that I started but never finished. Maybe actually do better at them. Maybe, you know, vampire crawlers, etc. We'll end it with vampire crawlers. I'm gonna... So, how are all of you doing today? It's a wonderful... Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Thursday morning for me. I have, you know, rolled out of bed, gotten up, had my coffee, which I really shouldn't have because I can't stand coffee in the way it makes me feel, but I am a hopeless addict to caffeine. Ah, fuck, I dropped them. So the games we're going to try out are The Citadel, Sprawl, Sulaco, Vampire Crawlers, maybe some Mullet Mad Jack. Coffee is good, but I have ADHD, so it just makes me very, very tired. I don't handle stimulants well. Basically, I just kind of want to play games that are very easy to commentate over when I'm solo. Because otherwise, I am going to absolutely suck. Like, the reason I have Yuki on stream so much is because, I have trouble bouncing off myself. I have a lot of trouble with it. That's why a lot of my YouTube stuff is just scripted videos. Because I don't really know how to, handle just talking, yapping to myself. Because and you kind of have to do that either way. Even if you have an active chat, you should be learning to talk to yourself. I really want to get a game called Ground Zero. It came out 2 weeks ago on Steam. Let me look and see if I can afford it. I want to play it. Looks cool. $20? Huh. That's not that bad. Maybe. Oh yeah, this one. The Korean Resident Evil like. Where you play as a Korean officer in South Korea. Neat. Anyways, we're gonna start the night, or the day, rather, with, let's warm up with games I have played, mainly Sulaco. I'm gonna warm up with some Sulaco. The reason why I restart that, by the way, is because I always, at some point, end up just not having much interest in playing it. Even though I actually am really liking it. It's because I get lost real easy. Maybe I should download, like, some mods for that. Like, navigation mods or something. Like a compass. I can download the compass. What else is there that I could get for Sulaco? I want to play it modded because, like, otherwise, I'm just playing Sulaco again. Most subscribed mods: Brutal Sulaco, Infinite Flashlight, Bullet Time. I don't really want Bullet Time. Tactical Lean, yes, please. I love my leans. Louder, punchier weapon sounds. I feel like they're punchy enough, but sure. Why not? We'll try it. Movement tweaks. Normalizes diagonal movement to be consistent with... Oh. I like that. Regen fate tweaks. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. No slider dash cooldowns. Nah. Of course, someone remade Doom 2's E1M1 in Sulaco. Why wouldn't they? Universal weapon sway. Nah. Alien warrior mod. Deck 15. Isn't this an Unreal Tournament map? Yeah, that is an Unreal Tournament map. That's the most popular one. Deck 15. Hold on. I'm looking if it's actually an Unreal Tournament. I believe it is. No. Oh, no, it's Deck 16. That's an Unreal Tournament. Big difference. All right, we're going to switch to live. I had to switch to my... I hate that I don't have that set up yet to where you don't have to see how the sausage is made. You know what I mean? If you don't know what that what that phrase means, because a lot of people don't use it. It just kind of means like you're seeing stuff I don't want you to see, like me switching. Because if you don't know, I use a lot of trickery to get my model to constantly switch positions and stuff. I have like a stream deck and I have different toggles for different model positions and stuff. I have a very... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not gonna capture the music just yet because it's very loud. I have a very powerful system. Favor spectacle. Alright, there's no music still because I gotta turn it down. There we go. There we go. How's the volume on the game? It does not run at 15 FPS, I can guarantee you that. It does have some slowdown or stutter occasionally. Mod settings. Movement scaling. Yeah. Lean left. Melee attack is already bound to Q. Right is E. Controls. Okay, let me see. Mouse, left, keyboard, left. Where was melee attack? Melee attack, I want that to be maybe middle mouse. Cancel. Can I do V? Use F. Okay. Flashlight, L. Okay, there we go. That'll work. I wonder how many people picked that I have a very powerful system because they refuse to say their PC is budget. I have no idea. I have a 5090 or a 5070 actually. My PC is the definition of not budget. It runs ARMA at 60 FPS pretty much all the time. Actually, at over 100 also. Wait, hang on. I just realized I don't remember where I am at the start again. There was a huge difference between a 5070 and a 5090, lol. Yeah, I know. But my computer is already kind of overkill for the type of things I play. New campaign. Standard. I'll do captain. Also, hold on. Also, I have to maybe, like, consider speech therapy because I did hear some people really hate my voice and they think I am a slur that I can't say. I am just deaf. My inner ear's all fucked up. I can't really hear my own voice. Plus I have headphones on, so it's, like, even worse. Wilson? Hi. Alright, let's get into the fray. There's nothing wrong with your voice, it's just that it can get hard to tell your tone sometimes. Yeah, I can explain that one. I have, something called flat effect. Which means that I don't really express emotion the same way other people do. It's also the same reason my model's, like, grin stuff doesn't come up much. I'm just flat. And it's not really something I like being... I'm trying to learn how to have more emotional depth and puppetry. Yeah, I feel like some people think they, like, unironically upset me, but I don't. They don't upset me. I'm not upset. I'm just very flat. I'm autistic. Please be patient with me. Please be patient. I have autism. Very monotone. I fucking love that joke. Do I want to bring Wilson with us this time? Yeah, let's bring Wilson. Let's try and do a full... Bring Wilson the entire way through speedrun. Or, not speedrun, but, you know, run. Because this is not going to be fast. I'm going to be carrying this thing around everywhere. Oh, there we go. There's a... I ain't dying today. And neither is Wilson. We will both survive this. Oop. Okay. Wait, why were the messages removed? What happened? Oh, you timed yourself out and it... Oh. Oh, it deletes all your messages. That's so scary. I thought Automod fucked you over real good. Sorry about that. That scared me. I was like, oh no, did one of my most loyal, like, chatters get banned by Automod? Can Automod even do that? I gotta wash my hands. I love Sulaco. I do. Mazel tov. This game is a game I think about all the goddamn time. Like, genuinely. There's never a time where I'm not thinking about this game. It just feels good to play. We don't have a slide yet, so we gotta move slowly. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta change that. Gameplay. Please enable aim down sight zone. There we go, thank you. I lost a lot of health doing that. But I'm good. Movement. I do really like the gunplay in this game. Everything feels very much like it has punch. Ow. I wish I had my slide already. I need my slide. It's been a while. You know, I always tell people I can't stand FPS games from like 2005, 2015, because I feel like in those years the guns just always felt awful. I didn't even like it back then. Yeah, except like Fear and games like that. Because Fear somehow made me like SMGs, which I usually don't. And the main reason why is because SMGs just don't feel very punchy. They feel very weak. I know they're not, but... I don't have my melee yet, so... There we go. Left 4 Dead fans get really mad at me about that. Honestly, anyone who thinks the gunplay of Left 4 Dead is good is coping a little, because it's really not. No! 1432. Okay. I know I could do the 451 joke, but I'm not going to right now. Maybe like I will do that at some point. Roaring cricket found. Hell yeah. And now I can actually like move. Right here. Okay. There we go. Is Roaring Cricket a joke on the Noisy Cricket and Men in Black? Yeah, I think so, because it's a... From what I gathered in the lore, this is like a very high caliber pistol. Like the kind that's used to kill bears. I think. Let me look and see if I can actually, like, see. ET5 holds 9 bolts, 15 minute upgraded. What caliber is it? It might be 454. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, I just remembered there's a secret here that I didn't get. Wait, was it in here? Thought it was. No. What the hell is everybody? Do I want to go back and like see what I missed? I think I do, actually. If you make her drink enough soda at one time, she will just burp. It's funny. It's not very accurate. I have never burped when I drank too much soda. I just kind of felt like shit afterwards because of pressure in my stomach. That's why I don't drink the carbonated okay. I don't know if anyone else is going to like know about this problem that I'm talking about. Any of you like drink the carbonated Monster, and there's something about it. It's just overly carbonated. There's too much, you know what I mean? And after you drink it, you just kind of feel like shit. Like, anyone have that problem too? I've had that problem. A lot, like a lot. No idea, I've never drank Monster. Okay, if you don't know Monster, I might be wrong here, but for me, it feels like it has significantly less carbonation than, like, a soda. Or more, rather. So it feels very crisp when you drink it, but if you drink it too fast, your stomach will just hurt for a very long time. Because like carbonation does make my stomach hurt. But then again, that might just be a sign I'm getting old. I mean, I am getting old, but you know. Okay, I can't find the secret that I was looking for, so moving on. Nope. Ah, da, 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 da. Give me that. Alright. Hmm? Money. I hear data log. I don't see data log. Ready, set, go! Ooh. What? What? Reposition. Get that. Get that. Get that. Oh, so stuff happened and you're really the only person I can ask for help? What happened? Is everything going okay, Chunk? Gotta wash my hands. Cleanliness is important. Okay, where do I go now? I know where I go, but I want to find secrets first. If I can help it. I'm gonna reload my gun. Both of them. Okay. Ready. I'll do my best to help as best as I can. I can't give great advice, but I will try. Cause I have a feeling I know what it's about. But we'll see. I don't want to assume. Datapad. Wait, I already grabbed it. Huh. There we go. That's what I'm talking about with, like, when you drink so much soda, you kind of feel like shit afterwards. Then again, I don't have, like, burp. I can't burp, like, on command. Did not see his message? So... I don't see it. Sorry. Boyfriend came out as trans. Oh. Well... What are your thoughts on that? It filtered it for some reason. For me. In my accent. Yeah, it filtered it. Shit. Sorry about that. I might not be the best one to ask for advice on this, to be honest with you, because, like, I never had a relationship before I was trans, so I don't really know how, you know, that kind of thing goes. I'm on 2026 be like, trans is a bad word. I mean, some people do use it as a slur, yes. The amount of times I've seen people, like, look at obvious cis women and go, she's obviously, like, you know, trans. It's a little much. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, look at the jawline, she's trans. And I'm like, maybe she's just German. Maybe she's German or Russian. Have you ever thought of that? I guess I don't know what to really say or do. Well, do you, love her anyways? Like, for her? I'm guessing this, I'm guessing the trans thing doesn't really bother you. You're just kind of thrown for a loop because you've known them for so long. I think the best way to handle it would be to handle it one step at a time, let her know that you're trying, and just, you know, keep going forward. And no, it won't really change dynamics of the relationship is an important one to remember. A lot of people think that relationship dynamics are going to change with trans people, you know, but from what I remember, it never really changes. It just kind of gets, it just like is a different address. So to make it weird, I was going to propose the day they told me, then blue screened and never did. Oh. I mean, that's under, you know, I'm sure they'll understand. I mean, I'm not the best at this kind of stuff. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the absolute best way to put it because it is really hard. Don, are you a monster? I'm not tearing the kid's drawings. Okay, maybe just one. Ooh. Yep, more. Tear. Hey. But yeah, I'm very sorry to hear, Chunk. I'm not really sure about how best to go about it, to be honest with you. Because I mean, we're all very different. Some of us are very patient and understanding with stuff, and some of us aren't. You know, and like it's just hard to navigate because I don't know them, so I don't really know how they act and all that, you know? I'm sorry if I just kind of look unhelpful. How the hell do we get up there? There's gotta be a way up there. Wait. I just got a stupid idea. Can I go in? Nope. Nothing there. Is it on top? Maybe? Yes! What did that open? What did it open? I heard it open something. Oh! It's like a miss secret. Nice. I'm sorry that I'm commenting on the game while also trying to offer what little advice I can. It's just, you know, I'm very awkward with anything romantic. Like, even with... What? No! I'm guessing Chunk is male, is gay, so I'm guessing he likes gay men, but if his boyfriend is trans, then he may no longer be what he is romantically interested in. I understand that. It's adjustment, you know. I'm just having Because I've never really been on that side of it. You know? My relationships only really started when I started being like, you know, when I came out. Never really experienced it any other time. Sorry. I'm just stupid. Where the hell did it drop me off at? Okay. Not too far off from where I was, I don't think. Maybe? No, I'm like... I am dead ass way back. Yeah, I'm way back. I actually have health. Come on, this way? I feel like, the best thing I can say is I'm a bit emotionally immature. And I know that's not a great thing to admit to anybody, but I just am. Like, despite being 30, I mean, I am, like, just emotionally immature. God damn it. Ah. Ow. Hope I don't offend you with this, Ginny, but I feel like a lot of people who think they are trans aren't really trans and they just don't feel like they fit in with their cisgender roles. I mean, that's fair to say, but I kind of just... I'm willing to believe people as much as possible because I wouldn't want anyone questioning me about it just because my voice is male because I can't really present as the way I want to, you know? You know, I'm too... My inner ear is, like, really messed up, and that helps with filtering out higher frequencies and deeper pitches. And, because, like, I'm on hormones and stuff, but I hate when people try to make me, like, prove medical stuff. Like, I had someone try to make me prove I actually have fibromyalgia, and I'm like, bro, no. Why would I bother? It's not like I'm using it to make money or anything. I don't really need to, you know, prove that I have chronic pain. I just do. But yeah, I get you. It's just, I'm not offended or anything, by the way. I should state that I'm just, you know, it's a very muddy thing to talk about. Because there are two very radical opinions on it. And I don't really agree with either radical opinion on it because I feel like there's a bit more to it than a lot of people let on, you know? Let's see, where... I don't want to die again. Oh! I can get a flank on that guy. Most people are always going to not believe stuff like that because their first assumption is always that the person is lazy and making stuff up. It's usually not you personally, and most of the time you won't be able to change that random person's mind since they don't know you personally. My main issue with it is that a lot of people aren't like showing, you know, it's not that they're quote unquote concerned I'm scamming them, quote unquote, even though I never ask for money for my treatments ever, even though my ketamine therapy I can't pay for. But the issue is they use it as a gotcha because you annoyed them mildly on Twitter. They just want to paint everyone who they personally hate as like very evil monsters, and I just fucking hate it. It annoys me. And if I ever speak out about it, I get put on the radical other side who gets offended about everything. Motherfucker, maybe I'm just normal. Maybe I'm just like a normal person. Maybe I'm just a normie. Well, your first problem is Twitter. Yep. But I can't exactly leave it right now. I have a lot of friends there, you know, and they're very nice. I've met a lot of friends who I disagree with politically on some things. But, you know, the thing is, with them, they aren't really anti-trans at all. I feel like a lot of people who are anti-trans are just conflating trans with general annoying SJWs from like 2016. And yes, I agree, SJWs are fucking annoying. I hate them. But like, because my main issue with it is I just hate performative outrage in general. It annoys me. I hate when people make a big deal out of something that isn't really that big of a deal or doesn't even really affect them. Or they make shit up. That's kind of my opinion on it. And people like go, "Oh, so you're a leftist? You're like some fucking commie who likes the PLA or something?" And I'm like, "No." I just like I'm a normal person who doesn't really enjoy people angrily yelling about things they either don't understand or want to understand, and they only pretend they want to. Yeah, far right and far left generalize the other side too much. Most of it doesn't apply to the average person. Most people fall somewhere in between. Yeah, the issue is I go outside a lot. You know, I watch a lot of videos of the outside world as well. These encounters that they constantly bitch about happening have never happened. I have never once seen the angry, screaming leftists anywhere but like in AI-generated fuck-ass TikToks. I have never seen it anywhere. People need to realize that just extreme opinions get, like... Extreme opinions get traction on the internet. They seem louder than they are because Elon's algorithm specifically rewards people for making weird statements, overly, like, radical statements. So if you see someone being super, super far left, that's not the average human being. A lot of people fucking hate those people. We're all annoyed by them, but I'm also annoyed by the far right because they're fucking crybaby bullies about everything. And also, a lot of them tend to be tactical shooter fans and tend to get really mad at me for modding Arma to be different than a milsim, even though, like, the entire point of Arma, the entire appeal of it is that you can mod it a lot. Oh, you added cyberware that can possibly make you break your legs if you jump too high? Wow, you're an asshole. You're not playing the game the way it was intended. Motherfucker, I don't care. It's fun. It allows for different scenarios. Damn it! Sorry. I'm doing my best. I'll go back and look for secrets after I manage everything. Boom. That was a Counter-Strike ass headshot. I love that. Like, how dare you play a game differently than I do? It doesn't make the game easier, it actually makes it harder, because the NPCs can spawn with those augmentations too. Imagine thinking everyone is literally Alex Jones or Hassan Piker. As political people on Twitter, like, here's the thing, if I'm getting fuck-ass mad at you, it probably is because you're going a little bit weird with it. Like, I understand that not every conservative is like that. It's just, I found that a lot of very farists who are still willing to, like, ignore everything and who go around bullying people and then get really fucking upset when you call them an idiot or inbred or fat or whatever. And it's like, motherfucker, are you for bullying and free speech or are you not? Choose a lane, stick to it. Green Reddit. Same with like, you know, Hassan. I disagree with him on everything too. Give me my sodas! I disagree with him on everything too. Like, I think Hassan glazing imperial dictatorships just because he really fucking hates the West is dumb. Mainly because my family lived under one of those. He glazes the USSR and denies that Ukraine went through a fucking genocide during the USSR's Stalinist awful time. Hates Trotskyists, but dresses like Trotsky because it makes him look human. Shocks his fucking dog. It does all this stupid shit and performatively talks about fucking communism. Like, it's tiring. It's grating, and the reason why he wonders why people don't actually argue his points. He doesn't have points. He has like things he got off of Twitter. He's never, like, read any theory or anything. He doesn't actually know what he's talking about. That's the issue. And then you have the, you know, LARPers, who LARP as fucking commie revolutionaries getting mad at you for calling out Hassan Piker, because why shouldn't a billionaire be aware of socialism, huh? And I'm like, the reason why it looks weird is because his family fucking funded the Young Turks. Like the political party, the Young Turks. From the Armenian genocide. The guy has never had a single struggle in his life. It's okay. I just don't like tankies because they glaze a regime that ultimately did kill a lot of my family. And no, my family wasn't some fucking, you know... I fucking hate whenever they do the thing where they're like, oh, your family were the bourgeoisie. And I'm like, my family were poor fucking potato farmers, you dumbass. They were dirt poor. Sorry. It's just, like, I feel like communism, like, glazing the USSR and stuff, I feel like it's just naivety. It's all naivety. You're just naive. Oh man, if we all vote for Jill Stein, she can win. You're naive. You're a dumbass. Shut up. Oh, if we just all vote Green Party, the Green Party could win. No. The Green Party is a circus of clowns that will never win at anything. You cannot fucking dismantle the system without, like, serious changes in districting and law. Unfortunately, that's just, and it's not happening. Like, they always say, oh, but we'll do the thing. We'll actually do it this time. And I'm like, you said that 5 years ago. You said that 6 years ago. How long are you gonna keep fucking saying it? Are you ever going to actually do it? Probably not. And I don't want you to. Because a lot of people are going to die from that. But anyways, sorry about that. We're going to get off that topic because... train wreck. Sorry about that. I am so unhinged. But, like... I'm just so sick of the internet, bro. Like, come on. The fucking digital circus stuff was insanely stupid. It was so fucking dumb. And by the way, no, I don't think loud makes me more right. It's my opinion. If you disagree with it, sure, whatever. But, you know, the reason I said it was because it's based on, you know, how I believe things. Yeah, I'm talking about that because a bunch of the fans canceled the VAs because they had a stream like 7 years ago where they said nega, which is, you know, N-E-G-A. Which means negative, and it's like a common trope in cartoons. Like, you know, back in the early 2000s, there were so many cartoons that, you know, had a negative variant of the hero. You know, nega Danny Phantom, nega Chid, nega Timmy Turner, nega Peter Parker, nega Spider-Man, etc. And, like, they were commenting on that because it sounds really ridiculous and stupid. The fan base took this as they are racist and insensitive, and they like joking about us at our expense. And they kept it going for weeks, and they're still fucking doing it. So, quite frankly, I am probably never joining one of those Tumblr adjacent fandoms ever again. Then again, these are the same, like... Then again, this came from the same, like, general group of people because I saw some of the names who were talking about it. It came from the same general group of people who started the fuck-ass, Nazi VTuber list or whatever on Blue Sky. I knew a lot of those people. Let's just say I'm not friends with them anymore, and I honestly don't think I ever was. Give me my soda. They don't have friends. They have tools. You tell the line or you shut up. That's their thoughts. You're not allowed to have any differing or slightly less radical opinion. Everything is all or nothing with them. Same with right-wingers, same with left-wingers, just same with people now in general. Nuance is dead. There are some VTubers that I definitely agree, they're probably just a bigot, but, like, I feel like calling everyone associated with those VTubers who honestly probably don't care about that stuff, you know, that is kind of fucked up and doesn't really help anyone. Got knocked over the damn router, sorry. Ah, it's okay. My advice, the best advice I can give is just, you know, see if you can handle it. I don't really know the best way to put it. If you're not really interested, just like discuss things as best you can, and maybe, you know, different points of view. Sometimes things end, sometimes they change, sometimes they stay the same, but overall, it's your decision to make, and I will not, like, judge it at all. I understand, you know, how hard something so radically different can be to handle. And I know that sounds like ChatGPT, but remember, I'm autistic and I just kind of talk like that. I mean, I still love them. Then, I guess just try. You know, be patient with them and tell them, you know, you're still learning, you're still adjusting, and that you hope they'll be patient with you. If it was meant to be, it'll happen. It'll, you know, it'll work. That's the only advice I can really give. People are interesting sometimes. And I know that I crashed out about very stupid internet stuff. I know I crashed out over that. But the thing is, I'm just tired of Nuance being dead. There's no real easy advice I can give, unfortunately. Thanks for the help, though. I mean, I try. I do care about my community a lot. I love my entire community. And I wasn't crashing out at you, Azrael or Lich. The reason why I crashed out is just because, like, I really fucking hate these people. All of them. I hate them. I just want things to go back to before these people had a massive platform and were basically rewarded for being talentless hacks. I want to go back to that time where things were just easier to understand. Things weren't complicated. I wasn't constantly checking the news just to make sure that, like, you know, healthcare that I have isn't going under. I'm not constantly scrolling Twitter and only seeing negative posts. Gamergate is really what started all that shit. Yeah, I was there. I was a big time creator in Gamergate. And I saw where it was going. So I pivoted directions. But I pivoted to all the way to the other side. And, you know, I'm emotional. I was emotionally immature. I was a 19-year-old kid who was suddenly given about 250,000 followers on Twitter who were listening to every word I said, and also occasionally sending me death threats over every word I said. So yeah, you know, I have a biased opinion on all of this, mainly because I realized very quickly that a lot of people who are super political aren't actually your friend. They are not your friend. Some of them will go, well, we can disagree on things, but we can still be friends. That's not true. They don't respect you, and they're gonna try their hardest to, like, make you see their point of view, even when you've already told them you don't believe what they believe in. they're going to constantly try to make you hate people, even though you keep telling them that you don't hate them. Like, the Clara thing was a big breaking point between me and my friend. Spiciness, Yuki. I just don't listen to people. Yeah. Yeah, I try not to do that either. I want to cater to a group of people who aren't politically radical, mainly because I know how it goes on both sides with radical politics. I know what catering to radically political people will ultimately lead to, and I don't like it. I don't like the backstabbing, the fucking long knives that they pull out and use to destroy your career because you said something they didn't like once, like 2 years ago, on a completely different account / life. They don't believe in change. None of them believe in change. And honestly, like, I'm gonna say it, I didn't hate Clara's dumb joke about Charlie Kirk because, like, I don't care. If I start policing people over their thoughts on other people, then what's next? Yeah, it was an unfortunate situation that happened. That was very unfortunate. It was terrible. However, I feel like the people who use it as a gotcha against people like me who are just normal people hanging around doing their own thing, I feel like those people don't actually care. They don't care. They don't care that they claim they care that a man lost his life. They don't. They are using him as a gotcha and a martyr to try and look good. To say, look at these evil monsters, look what they did. And quite frankly, I feel like if you were actually upset about it, you wouldn't say that. They don't care, and it really shows the hypocrisy in people. I swear to God, everyone who, like, talks about don't joke about that's horrible, it's political violence, don't joke about it. They were just trying to have a gotcha. They don't actually care. They're lizard people. Fucking Babylonian Brotherhood. And, like, I try not to talk about politics, as you all know, and I'm probably gonna remove the politics thing. How dare you make fun of someone's death? Right-wingers after Good's death. Haha, fuck around, find out, bitch. Yep, every time. They don't actually care. They just want to be the one holding the gun. They don't care. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Sorry about... God, what morons. They are morons. Automod. Sorry about that. Twitch is really fucking sensitive for some reason. But yeah, like, they don't actually care about anything. They don't care about political violence. They want to be the one with their boot against your throat as they shoot you in the head. That is what they want. They don't care that you were violent. They just want to be the one doing the violence. And that's why I'm not an enlightened centrist. People who say that are dumb and don't understand what a nuanced take is. Oh, you don't believe that people should be able to just, like, advertise their OnlyFans in spaces with 13-year-olds? That's fucked up, bro. Do you know how fucking unwoke that is? What the fuck is an enlightened centrist? Enlightened centrists are people who say both sides are bad, and it makes radicals, and that makes radicals really upset. Because they don't unwoke is new. Yeah. Take away your gay card. Destroy your woke card. Because we believe that you not liking one thing means you want it banned completely. And it's like, no, I don't. Stop putting words in my mouth. Oh, you think that my game is kind of shitty. You must want it banned and destroyed. No, I don't actually. I think you should be free to make your game. I should also be free to not play it. I should be free to be able to have an opinion. Why the fuck are we doing thought crime bullshit? Stop putting words in my mouth. Put something else. Ah. Hopefully you actually capture the hand tracking there. That's been so finicky lately. God, people love their labels. It's basically saying, I've created the entire label and I'm putting you in it and you have no original thoughts. People think when I say both hardcore leftists and rightists are kind of fucking weird, they immediately think, oh, you must hate the entire left. No. I like the ones who are, you know, not fucking annoying about it, not performative. I like the ones that aren't trying to force me to support fucking Pol Pot because I don't really like, you know, the direction of the country. You know, like, my main issue with it is, like, Hassan Piker has, like, glazed Ho Chi Minh. He doesn't know what that was like. If you don't know what fucking South Vietnam was like under Ho Chi Minh, just shut the fuck up and never talk about it. Like, the fact we have people who just, like, do this shit. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Some of you are gonna know what I mean by this, and some of you aren't. Hassan Piker is the definition of what the song Holiday in Cambodia was criticizing. He is a armchair activist for places far away. He is a fucking privileged college student who's never been anywhere, who glazes the worst regimes in history because he thinks that makes him educated. He's never suffered. He had a fucking horse. He rode horses as a kid. Not, you know, I've never ridden horses as a kid. Have you? I don't think I have, you know. Well, I did once. But that was a horse that my friend owned. It wasn't my horse. And I also didn't wear the jockey. Like, he doesn't really know what it's like to get denied healthcare. Or to not be able to pay rent. Or to not be able to afford food. He doesn't know what any of this is like. He doesn't know what it's like to be disabled. He doesn't know what it's like to be trans. He has no learned experience on any of this, and so therefore his opinion is biased. Is based on being on the other side of it. And if that makes me an enlightened centrist to call someone a fat fucking hypocrite, then whatever, I'm an enlightened centrist. Enjoy that clip. The reason why I ban politics is because I am in a situation which is very stressful. You know, I'm disabled with chronic pain to the point I can't even really lift like 5 pounds without getting extremely winded, which is not good. I used to be able to do warehouse work. Keep that in mind. I used to be able to lift 20 pounds. 20. Now I can barely lift 5. A little 2-pound medicine ball that I move up and down every day. That's strenuous exercise now, apparently. I don't really want to alert them. I'm gonna get that armor. Be all or nothing, or don't believe it, is a thought process. But then they suddenly, you know, double back when they realize that their views are kind of unrealistic and inconsistent. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try and not crash out about politics anymore. It's just a really hard position. And it's actually why I'm thinking about moving. And, I'm not moving to Canada, before any of you ask. Hell no. I'm not moving to American 2 Electric Boogaloo. Even though it'd be really easy to. They have a citizenship test, and you can use ChatGPT in it, apparently. That's fucking weird. But, you know, and I'm glad that they're allowing that. Because, I mean, look, the citizenship here is stupid. Just in general. Because, like, I don't know most of the stuff that is on the citizenship test by heart. I don't think any American does. I don't think anyone could actually, like, answer confidently the, you know, every question on that citizenship test. Even the people who love their country a lot. You kill babies, bro. I never took the test. I moved here at the age of 2. I mean, yeah. And, you know, that's still valid citizenship. The citizenship test, if you don't know, it asks you a bunch of questions that you would not know. I can post the questions if we want to take the test. I mean, I can. I can try. I'll do my best. Sorry that everything got political. I didn't mean to be political. I'm just struggling. You gonna head out, talk later? Okay. Never mind, there's 100 questions. That's too much. Yeah. I know one of them is like, can you recite the entire Constitution or something? And it's like, no. What does this specific amendment mean? I don't know. It never fucking comes up. I know my rights, but like the worst part is that you have to be specific with your answer. Like you have to actually like quote them. All I know is that for a while, a big trend for VTubers was to see how hard the citizenship test is by having them take it. And none of us passed it. So that should tell you something. Because the truth is, asking someone if they know every single piece of history of a country they've been born in and lived in, or even just tertiarily know, is kind of bananas, you know? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna know, like, every single amendment, because a lot of them just aren't relevant anymore. I know the Second Amendment, I know the First Amendment, I know the Fifth Amendment, I know the 14th, I know all those. I know the 25th. Yeah, there's, like, a lot of amendments. And I know I sound really stupid and uneducated. And I am. And I admit it. I just don't like political shit. It's not fun. I mean, it was never fun. It is like gambling with your life, essentially. Like, politics genuinely are just gambling with people's lives. A bunch of rich people gambling with their lives. Adding stupid shit to their quote-unquote free speech laws that just make everything worse. Ow! Ah! Nope. Yeet! But yeah, like, I know how much... I know how much a Chris Vector costs, not with tax. With tax, I'm not so sure, because I don't actually know the firearms tax here. It changed recently. Fuck! But yeah. I can tell you how much a Zip 22 is on Gunbroker. $600. And there's only 2 of them. No, not even sporterized. I hate that Zip 22s are basically just the perfect bubba gun. They're meant to be sporterized. There is nothing else you can do with the things. I want gun that I can, like, put in a rifle stock, yeah, and like fire the 22. They're a novelty at best, yes. But okay, the worst part is when you actually, like, look into the history of USFA and why they did the Zip 22 and quotes about it. Do you know what the president had to say about the Zip 22? It's gonna change the firearms industry forever. Let's be glad that it didn't. Because if the Zip 22 became a popular design, oh man, I can't even imagine how bad that would be. Gah! Bro, imagine an AR-15 but Zip 22. It doesn't have a stock. And it doesn't have a grip, really. It has a, like, weird thing. In some universe, now all of our soldiers carry only guns that require cocking by putting your hand to the barrel like a fucking musket. Oh, I have a story. I saw this on Twitter. I'm not sure how true it is. Apparently, black powder guns aren't regulated the same way regular guns are. So people in California have just started buying, like, black powder revolvers. Yeah, And apparently, like, a very popular meta in California is to buy a black powder revolver and load it with armor piercing. No, not armor piercing. And keep it loaded and by your bedside. So when you do self-defense, they can't arrest you for having an unauthorized firearm. Because technically, black powder guns don't work the same way as a, you know, like, actual, like, rifle. And also, they're 3D printing black powder shells to use in them, and that's fucking amazing. That's so weird. That's so great. It's just kind of proof you can't really stop people from getting things if they really want them. Like, it's just proof you can't really stop people from getting firearms. Even if you add all these fucking regulations and rules, people will find a way around them somehow. Damn it. And I'm not saying that to mean, oh, just unban everything. Let people have rocket launchers. I mean, that would be sick. But, like, no. If our own military isn't allowed to use rocket launchers, I shouldn't be allowed to. I'm a dumbass. I'll blow myself up. But, yeah. The lengths some people go to is incredible. I actually really... I am proud of my Californian brethren for, you know, doing interesting things with stuff. That tends to make the government really mad. I am not encouraging, by the way, I am not encouraging the ownership of illegal firearms. Please get registered firearms. I am not allowed to mention anything other than that. Do not do things that could be potentially illegal. Do not link me to things that could be potentially illegal. I have had it happen twice now. Like, dude, I don't want to. I don't want to see your 3D print in my email. I mean, I do, but I don't. I can't. Like, I legally can't do that. I don't want to get your... Do not send me your damn 3D files. Stop doing that. I can't control what you do, but just don't send me 3D files anymore. I can't even, like, do anything with them. Not that I would. Keep in mind, I'm kind of dancing. Doing the, you know, well, technically I don't support that dance, you know? I am not encouraging any behavior that could be perceived as illegal or malicious. Please, you know, like, use common sense, read the rules and laws of all your states, and understand that, you know, what you are doing might be considered a crime. And also stop sending it to me, please. For the love of God. Stop sending me this stuff. That's my special request. Look, I don't want to get in trouble because that domain is owned by me. Like, I own that domain. Ouchie, pipe. I mean, okay, I'll stop talking about things that could potentially get me in trouble. Although, I'm gonna say that I don't condone anything like that. I do not condone any illegal activity. I do not condone committing crimes. Everything, if I talk about it, is for educational purposes only, and I am not going to tell you how to do anything. That could possibly be a crime. So, yeah. I think that's a good, you know, I covered my ass. I think I covered my ass well enough. It's just, you know, when you're like a VTuber really into, you know, gun modification and stuff, you tend to get people telling you about things that you're not allowed to talk about at all. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, practice some OPSEC. Like, please. I am genuinely begging on my hands and knees for you to learn OPSEC. Learn what you should and should not say. And I know that free speech is important. It very much is. But the difference between, like, free speech and criminal activity is that you're encouraging something that is illegal, you know? And unfortunately, I can't really help you with that. Like, honestly, when people send me stuff like that, when they send me, like, files and such, the only thing I send back to them is that I cannot condone their actions, and that they are not allowed to bring me up in court if they go to court. Because I made the warning. I said I don't condone illegal activity. Anything else is on you, not me. Just study the law. Same thing with the whiskey distilling thing. VTubers. That's not in effect yet. I don't think you're allowed to distill yet legally. I think it was, like, passed, but it's not going to take effect for a few months. I may be wrong, though. Talk to a lawyer before you do stuff that potentially has a gray area to it. Just talk to a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. I know too, there's, you know, I would honestly recommend Legal Eagle because, well, yes, he does have a bias. He's also the only, like, internet podcast lawyer I know who covers VTuber stuff while also actually, you know, knowing criminal court. Before anyone brings up Legal Mindset was never a prosecutor or a defender. I don't know how much I trust Legal Eagle when he said no lawyers lie. Oh yeah. Lawyers lie all the time. But basically, just get it checked between multiple people. The issue with Legal Mindset is he's been wrong a lot, and a lot of people don't talk about that. Because he wasn't really a prosecutor. he is an esquire. He does have a lawyer, you know, degree, but he wasn't a lawyer in criminal court. There are different courts. He was a civil lawyer. At least I don't think he was a prosecutor or defendant. Might be wrong. I think I know the name Legal Mindset. I think that guy was a moron who got shit wrong when covering Gerard's The Completionist Charity Fraud. Yes. That was when he was wrong. That was one time when he was wrong. He was very wrong on that. He managed to make it an easy case. Basically just a W for Gerard for some reason. Because it just makes Gerard look like he's just kind of an idiot as opposed to anything else. I don't know if... I'm not going to say my opinion on that because I really don't know if there was fraud that Gerard knew about but did not stop because he could but he couldn't or whatever. But I don't know the full circumstances of that case. You know, there's a lot that goes on in charities like that, you know? Especially off the books charities. I never liked Gerard, and I'm willing to admit, even if he was innocent, I was loving the drama. That's fair. You know, like, here's the thing. There's a current, you know, like, legal case going on between a certain YouTuber who I also hate and another YouTuber who I really fucking hate. You know, well, not really against them because one of them is just broke. He's felted! He's bald! He eats slop in his basement! You know, that guy. But all I am gonna tell you is that shit... No, not Grums. If you don't know what I was doing, I was imitating a certain couple of podcasters who cover, you know, the iDubbbz stuff, and that is the only reason why iDubbbz is relevant. And one of the things they say is, he's felted, he's bald, he has no hair, he's broke, he's fat, you know, stuff like that. Speaking of that, I do not feel bad for Jeremy Hambley for being called fat all the time. Because he does that to everyone else. When the dude looks like he hasn't showered in 3 years. Let me look at the thing on Discord, Yuki. Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't think I can show that just because of the general context of Fatal. Roll for circumference. No. Funny thing is, I don't even really know what felted means. What does he's felted mean? I would agree with it. That's hell they're walking into. Honestly, I feel like Shiro is one of the only people who would like Fatal unironically. Not because of the other weird stuff, but because of all the mechanics, if you catch my drift. But yeah, I promised myself I'd never give my personal opinions of Ethan Dubs, like, directly. Or Ian Dubs, rather. Or rather, Ian Joma, Anissa's wife. I never really said I was going to do that ever, because I feel like it's very lazy. Yeah, it's very easy to make fun of him for being broke and being a fucking cock or whatever. I used to listen to a podcast that's by the guy who created the Screw Attack website, but all they ever do is talk about some political BS. I know who you're talking about. I fucking hate Craig. I hate him so fucking much. He is not fun to interact with in any way. I say this as someone who was interacting with him when they were like 19. What's interesting is if Skype did not shut down, there is so much dirt I have on so many of the very popular grifters who were in GG. There is so much dirt that I had, and Skype shut down and I didn't get those logs back. For example, he had DSP on his podcast, and somehow he's better than the other guys he gets on there. Yeah. Didn't he have the Goff Daddy guy on? And Goff Daddy was like, there's no such thing as grifted to the rot. You lose all your friends. Yeah, but you gain a bunch of opportunities from people who really like right-wingers. No, not Razorfist. Also, Razorfist isn't Goff Daddy. Razorfist is Arizonan going to do something very bad in a school person. Yes, that guy! I hate that guy! It's not even that I'm gonna call him like a fake goth or whatever. I just hate him. I think he's stupid. He's a dumbass. He's performative as hell. He wears like 50 pounds of makeup. He is in his 40s and never got over his fucking stupid ass, like, thing. Him being next... Okay, seeing Rev next to this guy in full the Crow makeup was kind of fucking surreal. Because it was so weird. You know, you have this guy in full fucking Crow makeup. You know, talking about politics like he knows anything. And then you have a couple of, like, these fucking scrunkly ass, Scrimblow Bimblow ass VTuber models next to him. Talking about politics. And I'm like, do y'all not see how this is really fucking funny? Like, do y'all not see how it's kind of comical? Oh, he's a fake goth. He's like all the cam girls using the goth aesthetics to sell their wares, except male whoring out for women. Kind of. The issue is he's very against, like, any form of that type of content. Which is really fucking funny. Because he's a sex pest. He's a fucking sex pest who allegedly harassed minors in their fucking DMs. You really know how to pick them. I've seen what he looks like without his shirt. The guy looks like Danzig without his shirt. You know what I mean by that? He has that kind of body. Like the weird dad bod. And keep in mind, I'm not usually into body shaming. I fucking hate doing it, but if he's gonna do it, don't care. I don't have those, you know, I don't have that moral compass. Because I'm not one of the dumb caricatures that they show online for the screaming leftist is so twiggered. No. Nah. I just think you're ugly and fat and stupid. You want to call me ugly, fat, and stupid? Go right ahead. I am. I'm missing fucking teeth. I look like shit. I haven't showered in 2 days. My hair is disheveled because I haven't been able to get in for a haircut. Go ahead. Call me fat and stupid. Go ahead. I'm not even fat, but like... Go ahead and do it. I'll just call you it back. He thinks he's more ripped than he is. Yes! Yes, that's the exact thing that I was thinking of. He thinks he's like mega ripped. But he's not. He just looks like a schlub. I feel like people just have like this thought process about me. They're like, you're not allowed to body shame people because you know, you're in your left, you know, your center left, which means that you believe in the body positivity movement. I do. However, I also believe that tolerance and being nice to you is a social construct that you broke. You broke the contract. What? It is just genuinely kind of baffling to me that they think they have any right to get upset at me. Oh man, you're not being nice to me. You weren't nice to me first. Yeah, that didn't work. Like, they just can't handle the idea that if you already are hated by someone, you're just not gonna bother being nice. He sounds like cringy Dr. Disrespect. Oh, he's worse. He got chased. Okay. He was a goth content creator for a long time, an adamant leftist, very left-leaning. But he got chased out of the goth community because it was discovered he had abused his girlfriend, who was 17 at the time when he was like 23. I don't know how true that is, but I've seen plenty of videos talking about it. It's actually really fucked up. Like, the guy is an actual fucking demon in human flesh.
See someone acting suspicious? Please report their activity to your local A security agent.
The reason, and like, I'm gonna talk about why a lot of grifters and weird people and sex pests and right-wingers are people who were disillusioned by the left, quote unquote. They weren't actually disillusioned by the left. What actually happens is they got called out for shitty behavior once, usually, and they just immediately tilted full right-wing, like with Brody Fox. They got called out for doing something scummy or shady or kind of fucking weird, and they tilted all the way to the other side. Because the other side isn't going to ask questions. They just know, wow, you got hurt by the left too? Man, you have our support. You know, that kind of shit. That's what it is. They failed as a leftist, so they became a right-winger. That is every time. Which is why I don't trust people who are turbo left-wing or right-wing. I don't trust them at all, and will look at them very suspiciously for their entire time as a content creator. And keep in mind, I don't even, like, just hate, like, standard Republicans or whatever. I hate people who make it their brand. You know, the kind of people who sell you supplements while espousing politics. Sargon of Akkad keeps saying he's liberal. Oh, no, he's a classical leftist. You just wouldn't understand. It just doesn't exist anymore. I think Sargon of Akkad is cringy because he was a Reddit atheist who just converted to Christianity to better associate with the right. He was also generally fucking crazy. I've talked to him like twice. He fucking doxed Oliver Campbell live on call with me once. He also was friends with Wild Goose, who also did that multiple times. I really wish I knew where I could find my damn Skype logs, because I do have them. I used to love Sargon, Razorfist, and Styx, Hex, and Hammer. But they all lost their minds and are extremely cringe now. It's just cringe. It's the most dad fucking shit ever. Fucking Razorfist gets some moderate popularity for going right wing instead of being diet illiterate spoony. And just makes that his entire fucking thing. Forever. And yes, I did call the master of elocution, or whatever his pretentious, cringy-ass, Reddit-ass 15-year-old name was. I did call him illiterate. He is illiterate. His grammatical, like, super hardcore rants, where he starts, like, throwing around a bunch of big fancy words, sound really impressive till you slow it down and realize, oh my god, he is saying absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah. And on his podcast, you see immediately what his education level actually is. And I don't care that he's stupid so much. I just really fucking hate people who do that stupid ass, I'm so much smarter than you because I use big words bullshit. I've always hated it. Just say the fuck word, man. Just say it fucking sucks. You don't have to go on a Shakespearean style rant about the game. Just say it sucks. Just say it shit. You don't need to use old classic English that no one has used in centuries to say a game is bad, and ultimately fail at saying that because you use the words wrong. Because they have different context than what you mean. I don't know, I just fucking hate it. It's annoying. I just don't like performatively intelligent people. Like, you know what I mean by that? I'm sure everyone knows what kind of person I mean when I say performative intelligence. The kind of person who thinks their, like, you know, criticism of fucking Doug Walker's The Wall. He left Craig's podcast because he kept getting trolled by Craig's chat. I think I can imagine what they said about him. And he learned his lesson quick. But he can't go back now. He made his entire brand this fucking nonsense, and now he can't go back. Once you go culture war politics, you just can't go back from that. You cannot recover. When you finally come to your senses from whatever mania you're in that's making you just espouse constant politics, you realize that's your entire brand now. That's your audience. So you try to go back to what you originally did, and it doesn't work. No one watches. So now you're stuck. Like, that actually did happen with someone recently. Like, the Groiper King found out his audience is stupid, and now he can't leave his audience. Pretty incredible. Basically, if you're having like a weird mania where you start getting really radically into politics, just fucking don't make content out of that. Do not. Just like wait until you calm down a little. Cause if you don't, you're gonna realize very fucking quickly you fucked yourself hard. That is your content forever now. I'm not saying everyone who does, you know, right-wing politics doesn't believe in them or whatever. However, I am saying if the person is advertising their fucking supplements or, like, sponsorships while talking about politics, they're probably a grifter. Much like Hee I love their videos, but of course they had to get into podcasting and talking about their shitty political opinions and ruin everything. I really respect JonTron for being able to recover from his incident and went back to making videos. Yeah, like, I'm glad JonTron... The reason JonTron was able to recover is because he didn't care as much. He apologized for what he said that's good enough. He said he was wrong and, you know, fucked up when he said that. And he moved on with his life. And so he recovered his audience because people just didn't care anymore. You occasionally still get the unhinged person who brings it up, but, like, most people just didn't really care. Also, all the Alex Jones in right-wing grifter impressions has left my throat raw. I need to drink some Pepsi. By the way, doing the leftists are coming to kill our video games, and then they're gonna turn the frogs gay voice actually really fucking hurts. My gels tell me to be angry about this. It's fun as hell to do, though, isn't it? Sounds like you're doing a Vince McMahon impression. I got you, Stone Cold Steve Austin! It was me all along! Oh, god damn it! That fucking arc sucks so bad. hated it.
Therapeutic environmental
The higher power arc.
available at
That was like the worst part of Attitude. Where the hell is the secret door? Wait. Nope. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, they broke him in half. They killed him. They killed him. I swear to God, he is broken in half. My favorite moment in all of wrestling. That wasn't a McMahon quote. That was, fucking, which, announcer was it? It was during the Mankind Rage in the Cage and Above the Cage match, where Mankind was thrown off of the cage onto the wrong table. Jim Ross? Yeah. You know, he, like, sustained a serious injury after that. Like, he had to go to the hospital for it. Because he didn't fall through the fall table. He fell through another table. He fucked up. And it apparently hurt like hell. Look at this way. He didn't go to the hospital right away. He still interfered in Austin Kane's match later that night. He fucking, apparently, from what I remember, he finished his match and then fucking collapsed and was pulled out into the locker room for emergency medical attention on a stretcher. He was like the definition of masochism. He was like the one part of the Attitude Era I really fucking liked. They had to pull all the thumbtacks out of his body. Yeah, they had to do that. They also, he like, I think he broke a shoulder. If he, like, I think they said that he was actually very lucky he wasn't even more fucked up. And the reason they said that was because, you know, it could have been significantly worse. I love MRIs. His tooth was also knocked out of his mouth and got stuck in his nose. Jesus Lord. Yeah, I heard about that one, actually. That wasn't... Fucking... I love wrestling so much. Wrestling. Let's do an MRI. Yep. I think the repair technician might be dead. Honestly, what people don't realize is that doing like Alex Jones or Vince McMahon or any of those they're insanely easy to do, but they hurt your throat like hell unless you've been doing them a lot. Where was the cabinet? Oh, over here. Because you kind of have to put a little gravel into your voice. Now the frogs are gay. You know. Fucking hurts. This here is the blood of the Forsaken, which you can buy on the InfoWars store. It'll keep you immortal. Straight from Bohemian Grove. That was a good word. I actually like the new InfoWars broadcast. That was fun. You know, with Tim Heidecker, because he bought the station and told Alex Jones to go fuck himself when Alex Jones tried to keep it through hostile means. It's funny. That was genuinely like the best day on Twitter. That was the only day I liked on Twitter. Because that political drama is actually funny. Bro, he's so incompetent that he left his, you know... He left InfoWars in such a way that it could just easily be purchased. I will say that, yeah, that part's kind of funny. It's almost as funny as a certain somebody being scared of the Candyman. What's wrong? You scared of the Candyman? How are you so scared? Just Candyman. I want to play Fear again. We'll play that at some point. I don't think people realize I can find messing with a dumbass kind of funny, while also not really being right-wing at all. Because I don't hate iDubbbz for like the political stuff. I really don't care. What I hate about him is he's just performative about it. It's gotten really annoying. Because, like, he doesn't know anything about anything he talks about, and he refuses to look anything up. He starts shit with people, and then when people start shit back with him, he plays victim. I don't care if he didn't want to make that content anymore, but he didn't have to apologize for it and go on a massive sympathy pity tour to atone for his quote-unquote sins. What I would prefer in true, honest to God, all honesty, is he just made content he wanted to make and never brought his past up again. That is what I would prefer. Just don't bring it up anymore. You don't need to pivot. Just don't bring it up. Like, most people would just forget if you'd stop fucking talking about it. iDubbbz. Ian Dubs. He was part of the Cancer Crew with Filthy Frank and Max Mofo, and he basically snaked every single one of his friends because he's trying really hard to appeal to Hassan, and what he doesn't realize is he's lost like 90% of his audience and no new people are. And he says, like, really weird shit, like... That's fair. I mean, it's fair to find Filthy Frank kind of cringe. I did too for a while. I only started seeing just how interesting and experimental what he was doing was until way after when he quit. But yeah, like, he's trying to appeal to the Hassan crowd now. He got, like, one shout out from Hassan. One. And he goes, you know, I should start streaming when Hassan is streaming. So that way I could be like the, you know, the white Hassan Piker. So, Hassan Piker. But anyways, yeah. He bills himself as the white Hassan. Which I don't think he realizes how fucking weird and, like, racist that kinda is.
Switching to backup.
Isn't it Destiny or Vosh the white Hassan Piker? Nah, Destiny isn't at all like Hassan anymore. Oh. Ew. I don't like Destiny either. I don't really like political people in general. Like, people who make their entire brand politics have basically turned me into a giant misanthrope. Ah, fuck. I guess it was a spooky goat. Why are you doing that with hand soap? You're not supposed to do that with hand soap. It causes chafing. It dries out your skin. And I'm guessing that's not soap. That's hand sanitizer. Meaning you were doing it with pure fucking isopropyl, man. Ew. God, I can forgive you for being kind of a gooner. I can't forgive you for using hand soap. And also, I don't like Vosh. You don't even need it if you didn't get your pee-pee cut. Look, I just fucking hate the feeling of, like... Okay. No, I'm not humiliating myself today. Nope, not worth it. Not worth the possible subs, not worth the possible clips, not worth humiliating myself. Damn it. Let's see, how best can I handle this? I don't know if this is probably bullet. But yeah, like, I have dog shit, stupid political opinions, which is why I don't spout them off. Then again, my political opinions are based more on, you know, what I've gone through instead of theory or whatever. Because I believe that if you need a book to tell you what to believe, you're kind of a sheep. You know, I don't like subscribe to either side in whole. I'm not all or nothing on anything, except maybe, like, 2A. Although 2A is one that's very complicated. You have real political opinions, not cherry-picked hive mind opinions. Yeah, I believe in human rights. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe in legalizing marijuana. I believe in, you know, trying to be a good person in places where you can. I believe in, you know, universal healthcare, and the primary reason is because I myself am going through, like, very terrible things because of the privatized healthcare system. I believe in I don't necessarily believe in full, like, all or nothing communism. I'm more of a socialist. I believe in democracy. I believe democracy is a better idea than anything else anyone's put out. Shields. Did that do it? I believe in personal freedoms as long as they don't hurt others. I am okay with SW and stuff like that, and having the freedom to express that on platforms which support it, which a lot of people take as being completely anti-sex work. I believe in fairness for every group. Like, I believe anyone calling for pure violence against anyone should get in trouble, not just the left or the right. I believe both should get in trouble if they're encouraging something that is possibly, you know, going to get people killed.
Can you put a price on life? Well, we've done it for you.
I believe that hyperbole and stuff like that is unnecessary thing, but I also believe that we should try and take serious issues in a serious way. Hold on. Nope. Can I? Nope. Yes, this game really isn't an immersive sim then. Stop. Fuck. Basically, my political opinions are, there is no such thing as all or nothing. There is always a, it depends. Everybody, it's critical. You know, I support this, but I also don't support it. I kind of support this, but not really. Just anything that could be considered a hassle, just I don't support it. Just, you know, my political opinion is fuck Doncaster. There. I don't know who that is. I just don't like, I just think making money off of political content is just weird. It's gross. You know what I mean? Making your entire brand political content and then going like, and that is why they want you killed. Protect your family with these water filters. Fuck off. Hey guys, I'm gonna talk about racism and like, what's the deal, guys? Like, it's 2026. I think we should focus on other things like, why are we still racist? That's just my thoughts, guys. I don't think people should be racist anymore. But if you are racist, it's perfectly fine to disagree with me on that. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, okay. That's fair. Telecaster. I just realized I'm like, can I actually do like impressionism if I'm just playing it up enough? Is that what the secret to fucking voice acting is? Just over exaggerate it? Listen, guys, I want to talk about some very deep conflicts within the Middle East. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Now, I am of the personal belief that you do not have to support them, but you shouldn't support the others either. They're also evil or something. After a rocky start. I mean, he did go on a very impassioned rant. I'm not going to, like, discount him. I am just gonna say that his strong suit isn't politics, and neither is anyone else's. You're like the only other person I know who sees through shit. Unfortunately, everyone else who sees through his shit, quote unquote, is literally just mad they called out one of his gods. Or one of their gods. That's the unfortunate reality. It's a bunch of jilted people who really fucking love a certain Palpatine man. Mad that he called him out. Very minorly. It was during Collargate. That should tell you enough. People are only mad because he like talks about Collargate. And Hassan's like, what, you didn't message me? And I'm like, motherfucker, why would he message you? Why would he get your side on anything? Yes. The entire point of the video... People seem to forget that critical, like, videos aren't actually, like, scripted. He doesn't script them at all. He just records his thoughts, which is why he sometimes comes off as very, like, contradictory. Was it Moist Critical? That voice called a bunch of people on stream and tried to make them donate to a charity? I have no idea. I haven't heard about that one. But like, yeah, people don't realize that he usually, like, his videos are unscripted, and that's kind of why I dislike them. He will talk about a serious subject, but he will, like, miss details of it. Because he didn't actually, like, look into it to write a script. So he misses details, and I don't hate Critical at all. Like, I understand why he does what he does, get that bag, you know, but, like, I don't know, maybe, like, work on researching stuff, staying out of drama stuff until it's fully cleared. Because one of the big reasons I hate, like, VTuber drama and such in general is because VTuber drama can change within an hour. It was Mr. Beast? Yeah. You don't mean LA Beast, right? You mean the weird guy who's like, I bought 80,000 homeless men and put them in a cage for 3 weeks or something. And it's like, okay. I like LA Beast. LA Beast is so fun. He's genuinely, like, YouTube content I love. And I'm realizing, like, with my old content, one of the biggest problems I have is that I'm not really adapting with the times. A lot of my content is based on old YouTube. Like, old YouTube. Yeah, the Mr. Beast, he called a bunch of other people, including Moist Critical, and tried to pressure them into donating some charity on stream. Why? Why would you do that? That is awful. That is a horrible idea. Mainly because it looks really performative. Like, I hate the term virtue signaling because a lot of the times when people use it, they are using it wrong. Virtue signaling is when someone clearly doesn't believe this, but they're trying to have their virtue be seen as good. Saying, I believe this isn't virtue signaling. Old YouTube, you mean AVGN, Irate Gamers, Spax? Not Spax. Silent Rob, Armake, etc. Yeah, kind of like that. I do rant videos. Like, I do rant/commentary videos, talking head, whatever you want to call it. You know, basically old school YouTube content. No, I know Spax. Believe me, I know Spax. I know all about that fucking guy. I also know about Garan Chef, who was a weirdo. Bro was like, wait, one shot, 2 bullets. That's neat. So is it like a G11? But I know a lot of those people. I moderated for Darkness to Curse at one point. Let's talk about Sonic fans. No. Griffith! Guy makes me cringe. Like, his Sonic 06 review is honestly the worst Sonic 06 review at the time. And yes, I get it. Sonic 06 is I used to moderate for Short Fat Otaku. Hey, interesting thing about Short Fat Otaku is he pretended to be his deaf, autistic camera woman and would use that to trick young trans girls into sending him photos. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? Very interesting. Fascinating, really, when you think about it. I really fucking wish I had my Skype messages back. Fucking destroy the dude. I'd burn his entire career to the ground. He would never work anywhere again. You remember Jedi? Yeah. Wiz War, a little bit. Not much, but a little. My very first subscriber when I was like 15 years old was Just Keep That in Mind. He was the first person who ever subscribed to my channel when I first started making content. Yes. Yes. You know, I checked him out, and I ended up really liking his stuff, and, you know, I became a pretty loyal subscriber after that. I watched pretty much every one of his videos. Lost a lot of weight. Him and Ace Alieri just went to a Bush concert. I fucking hate Asa, but that is besides the point. And it has nothing to do with politics with me and Asa. I just don't like him. He started shit with me for getting rightfully upset at him for using, like, legal threats against a, like, website that made fun of him. Him going after Silent Rob is the funniest shit. Silent Rob is the weirdest one. I fucking love Red Supre, though. Red Supre was the kind of, like, circles I ran in as well. I liked a lot of Red Supre stuff. I did a lot of Red Supres. And it is a shame that, Slow Beef ultimately thought that Red Supre was, like, mean-spirited. And the main reason why I think that's a shame is because it kind of... It kick-started a lot of careers for smaller Let's Players. Silent Rob documentary kind of goes hard, not gonna lie. I wonder what he's gonna talk about in it. I have a feeling that the documentary is gonna get very odd very quickly, like that fucking... Oh, did anyone here see the fucking Boogie documentary? Oh my god. Like, he is the definition of learned helplessness. Breath of the Wild came out. I had to have it. I think the main reason I don't like Boogie is because he reminded me a lot of my ex-partner, who was also very impulsive with everything. Like, my ex-partner, at one point, like, he modified the Ender 3 with custom firmware. Because he just did that because he thought, oh, I can always, like, I can modify anything in Boss. Needless to say, it bricked the printer for life. And now I have to buy a new one because it was gone. It's been gone for years. I have to buy a new Ender 3. Like, I don't understand, you know... Look, one of the primary reasons I hate Linux is because I'm not really competent at Linux. I can't imagine people who just, like, impulsively start ricing Linux and then break their systems. I can't understand doing that, and the main reason why is because, like, I don't have infinite time for things. Like, I don't have infinite time to set up a computer. If I have to take, like, a month break to set up a computer, that, you know, like, all momentum will just die. You can't really take that long of a break without a very personal reason. And you're just still going. It tanks you. I love this music so much. You know David's new channel? I don't. Actually. I'd like to check it out, though. I know he was friends with Cinema Snob until he sent him literally a bag of shit. King Nobody. Oh! Wait, hold on. I think I've seen them. not what I meant to look. Look at this. Yeah, I'll give that a sub. There we go. But yeah, I didn't know he had a new channel. I thought he gave up. Then again, I know Darkness the Curse apparently has another book coming out. Let's hope it's not yet another I am a dragon and I got cucked story. That was a weird one. Dude got so heated over the Retsupre thing. That was so funny. They went easy on him, all things considered. They can be a lot fucking meaner. You must not know the recent Silent Rob drama then. What the hell happened? What did he do? It's a lot, bro. I can't talk that much. Okay, I will look into a video on it. Any secrets? Not that I can see. Not right now, anyways. Wait. There's a safe. Okay. Five, 4, 7, 8.
Generator back online.
But the beginning of it was around 2020. Silent Rob got hooked on. Oh, that's awful. Fuck, you mean the dude was on Fent? Oh my god. It was the lowest point of my life. Breath of the Wild had come out. I had to have it, but I also needed my bent. It kept the demons away. Sorry about that. Give me that. I'm not really sorry. It is really funny that that happened, but also I do feel kind of bad for him in a way. And I hope he's getting help for it. But, like, on the other hand, bro, you snaked your friends for Fent. Fuck. And, you know, it is a fucked up situation. Keep in mind, I wasn't laughing at that. I'm laughing at the kind of absurd... I'm not laughing at the situation itself. I'm laughing at the absurdity of it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of absurd. What? Ah, fuck. That. Even Mudahar got pissed at Silent Rob and made a video about him. Oh god. I honestly understand why people are mad at him. Like, I do. Because, like, I would be fucking pissed too. You borrowed $1,000 from me to fuel your addiction? Fuck. I'll check it out. Thank you. Okay. What did I get? Armor. Which of the old YouTubers were your favorites? Honestly, I was really a fan of the Spoonie Experiment until he went crazy. I was kind of a fan of Smosh. I liked a lot of Darkness the Curses stuff. Just keep that in mind, that general click. That fell apart really quickly because a lot of people don't understand why something like that falls apart so quick. It's because when you're a friend group, very minor disagreements like that, when you're a friend group of creators, sometimes get very heated. Like, sometimes jealousy just flares. It never really happens with me. I do get jealous of people, but I never bring it up. I just take it as I need to work harder. Did you make YouTube videos? Yes, I did. Bad ones. I made one I made one where I set my hand on fire with a can of Axe body spray as well as a plate. I also made one Uber RE. I also made one where I reviewed an airsoft gun, which was a replica of a P300 by 6 Hour, I believe. Yeah, I wasn't very popular. I wasn't like the most popular one. I was just, you know, there. I just wanted to be a YouTuber. Where the hell am I going? Oh yeah, I'm looking for the fucking safe that I have to get again. There. 4532. But yeah, like, I'm kind of calming down a little bit now. I'm sorry I was a little manic earlier. Is the channel still around? No, I made that shit when I was like 15. I deleted everything when I left. Yeah. And there's no archive. At least I don't think there is. I haven't seen one. Huh. Where are they? Five, 4, 7, 8. Fuck! Pathogenius punk. Oh god. I'm gonna leave for now. I'm coming down from my kind of anxiety. We will be back though at 6 p.m. I will be playing more Arma with Yuki. I really hope I didn't say anything too stupid on this stream. I'll see y'all later. We're gonna raid out. I'm gonna raid out to... Let's try someone new. I'll raid out to Little Lemon. Enjoy their content. I will see you all next time. Peace out. Have a good day. Thank you for being here. We will be back at 6 p.m. PST, which is in roughly 6 hours.